Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at Parrot OS. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So what is Parrot OS? It's a Debian-based system with privacy in mind. Parrot OS comes in two flavors, Home and Security. With the Home version, it's meant for daily use. You can browse the internet, watch videos, write Word documents, things of that nature. With the Security version, it has tools designed for penetration testing and if you're on the red team. Think of it as a different version of Kali Linux. And the great thing about both these flavors is you can use them as your daily driver. Parrot OS is very lightweight for both flavors. For the recommended versions, you're looking at 4 gigs of RAM, 2 CPUs, and about 40 gigs of hard drive space. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Home version first and see what that has to offer us. Here on the login page, all we have to do is just enter the password Parrot and we're logged into Parrot OS. The first thing that we have to do with any system is run those updates. So let's go ahead and run those updates and get into things. So now that we have those updates installed, let's go ahead and take a look around. So one of the first things that I noticed that Parrot OS comes pre-installed is Visual Studio Code. But from the research that I've done with this version of the Visual Studio Code, it has less of that bloatware like the Microsoft version does. On screen, we have the license info document, and then we also have a document called password.txt, and this is just the login info. It even gives you the directions on how to change that password if you need to. Another nice tool that we have out the box with both the Home version and the Security version is AnonSurf, and what that does is using the Tor network, it changes our IP address. Let's go ahead and give this a try and see if it's working. First, we just press start and then we enter our password. Then we click My IP, and if you notice in the right hand corner, you see where it says your connection is now under the Tor network. So let's take a look at our IP address and see where we are. Another interesting thing I wanted to point out is by default, our search engine is DuckDuckGo. And then when we go to see what our IP address is, it says that we're somewhere in Sweden. So this lets us know that AnonSurf is working properly. So let's take a look and see what else Parrot OS can do for us. So looking at the tools that we have here, we have a SQL database browser. We have some other interesting tools. And as you can see right here, we have the Tor browser pre-installed on Parrot OS. Unlike Kali Linux, where you have to go and manually install the Tor browser, Parrot OS already comes with it straight out the box. If we want to watch movies, we already have VLC media player already installed. We also have some penetration tools already installed on the Home version. It's not a lot in comparison to the Security version that we're going to take a look at later, but it's something. It also comes with LibreOffice in case we want to go ahead and do some spreadsheets or type up a Word document, for example. And of course, like any system like this, we also have our terminal. So the Home version doesn't have a lot in terms of penetration testing or hacking, things of that nature, but it's still a great everyday use OS. So let's take a look at the Security version and see what's different. Here we are in the Security version, and like always, we gotta go ahead and do those updates. So let's update it and jump back into things once those updates are done. The only major difference with the Security version of Parrot OS is we're going to be having a lot more penetration and hacking tools for us to use. But other than that, we're still gonna have those same tools that the Home version had to offer as well. Jumping into the pen testing tools, we have a lot to work with here. Of course, we have Nmap, Wireshark, Recon NG. Those are a lot of the same tools that we would see on a Kali Linux OS, but it also looks like we have some tools that Kali Linux doesn't have out the box, but Parrot OS does. So maybe in a future video, we'll take a look at some of those tools and see what they can do. Looking at this, we have something called AI tools. So I'm guessing maybe those tools can be used to run pen testing on AI systems. It looks like we have something called Hexstrike MCP and Hexstrike Server. Down below, let me know what those do. I've never heard of these tools before. Maybe they're pen testing tools for AI. I don't know, but definitely let me know down in the comments. I'm very curious. Here's a side-by-side look of Parrot OS and Kali Linux. In my opinion, it looks like Kali Linux has more tools for us to use, but at the same time, it looks like Parrot OS has more specialized tools, for lack of a better term. Maybe in a future video, we'll use Parrot OS to hack a vulnerable machine and see if there's any real difference between Kali and Parrot OS in terms of hacking and penetration testing. So this was just a quick overview of Parrot OS. I'm sure in the future I'm going to be making a lot more videos with Parrot OS just because I've never used Parrot OS before. I've been so used to using Kali Linux. So it'd be nice to have another OS in my tool belt that I can properly use. Down in the comments, let me know if you guys use Parrot OS. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you prefer Kali over Parrot OS or Parrot OS over Kali? Let me know what you guys think. I really want to know. I'm very curious about what you guys think about Parrot OS. People say Parrot OS has a very large community, but when I go to the Reddit, I'm not seeing much activity. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong subreddit. Let me know if there's a better subreddit out there that I can look at and start learning about Parrot OS. But yeah guys, like I said, this was a quick little synopsis of Parrot OS. Thanks for sticking with me, and like always, I'll see you guys on the next one.